So I run into Mike. I used to train BJJ with him. And I'm like, Mike, I haven't seen you on the mats in a couple months. He's like, I lost my job. I'm like, Mike, it's just an excuse. You know, if you wanted to train, you'd find the money to train. You're getting gas, you're putting gas in your car. Why don't you walk to class? He's like, I have 3 kids at home to feed. And I'm like, now you're using your kids as an excuse? Like, how low level can you get? You know what? I used to have kids too. It's priorities, okay? Priorities. Jiu-jitsu. Problem is, your kids aren't gonna respect you if you quit jiu-jitsu and then use feeding them as an excuse. It's like, they're gonna see a picture of you and your old gi and they're like, Dad, you used to train Brazilian jiu-jitsu? Didn't know you were so cool. Why'd you quit? Then they're gonna be like, you know what, they're not even gonna call you Dad, they're gonna call you Mike because they don't respect you. So they're gonna be like, Mike, why'd you quit jiu-jitsu? You know, you could have been a black belt by now, but you quit. And he's like, because I had to feed you guys. I am just tired of these excuses I hear from these guys. I gotta feed my kids. I gotta pay for their education. I gotta go to work. I work the hours that your BJJ classes are. You know what? There's always a way. Where there's a will, there is a way. There is always a way. You can always budget it in. I lived in my car for 3 months when I first started BJJ. And I was like, I need to do this. I can't pay my rent. Yeah, don't give up, Mike. You're gonna be a better parent, a better father, mother, if you train jiu-jitsu. You know what? I had a garage sale. I sold all my kids' toys. I bought them gis. They're like, what is this? One Christmas, I sold all my kids' toys. You know what that paid for? An entire month of BJJ classes. And a gi. You know another thing? It's like y'all are probably smoking crack. You're not on the mat, you're probably smoking crack. Gosh. Losers. Low level. This song, man, totally gets me pumped for drilling.
The truth, hey, I am the wisdom of the fallen, I'm the youth, hey, I am the greatest, hey, this is the proof, hey, I work hard, pray hard, pay dues, hey, if the critics are tissue, but the strongest survive, another scar may bless you,
Look, rumor has it Kendrick Lamar trained BJJ like one time in his life. And I have been a big time Kendrick Lamar fan ever since he was featured in that Mediocre Sia song. Kendrick Lamar is an inspiration. He is a distant relative of Royce Gracie. I don't know how that happened, to be honest. There's a lot of people who crowd up the mat. I'm just like, get out of here. Maybe go train karate. Okay, karate is more of your thing. I hate karate. New year, new resolutions. I believe in you. I appreciate you. I love you. I think that you can do it. You know, you just have to guard against the excuses, the responsibilities, like anything that you can come up with. You can make it happen, and I believe in you. Like, I know it's hard. Like, I've been a white belt. I'm still a white belt, but at least I have 3 stripes. It's like, I get it. Like, I walked into jiu-jitsu thinking, like, this is something I'll do every Wednesday night, and it's not. Like, after, like, month 3, you kind of realize, like, this is my lifestyle now. Like, BJJ lifestyle. Like, this is it. Upside down A. There's anarchists around here. They don't have any respect. They never bowed to a mat before. They never, like, walked into a BJJ gym and bowed. Because they don't have any respect. Because they're smoking crack cocaine. And that is why they can't, like, commit to anything like a gi. They can't put the gi on. It's like I see these guys and they're like, no gi, I'm gonna wear spats. And I'm like, that's good. I train no gi too, but you gotta put the gi on to, like, really understand. I am gonna, one day, I'm I'm just gonna roll BJJ like on a beach in my gi. It'll be 100 degrees. I'll still be wearing my gi. You walk in there and you think you're gonna be just, this is what I do on Wednesday nights. No, it's not. You know what? This is your life now. When you sign up for that free class, you had no idea you signed your life over to the BJJ lifestyle. It's after that really tough roll, you know, that you really find out what you're made of. It's like you come home and you're like, I got a bruise on my arm, like training BJJ, so hardcore. Like, I didn't know I could do more than just sit around and drink tea. Like, I had no idea I had it in me to like roll and drill. There's literally so much scooting across the mat, and like to a new person, it's like, what is going on? But to you, it's like a routine. After 6 months of jiu-jitsu, like the first 6 months, you don't even know what you're doing. Like, I didn't even know what a scissor sweep was for the first year, but then it becomes second nature to you. It's kind of like when you're learning algebra as a kid in high school and you're like, this is never gonna make any sense to me, and then it just clicks and you're like, oh my gosh. But then you move on to calculus. I never did because I was an underachiever. But not with jiu-jitsu. I will move on to the calculus of jiu-jitsu. You know, I missed family dinner like 8 times, and they're like, what are you doing? Are you going back to school? And they're like, and I'm like, no, I'm training BJJ. Before BJJ came into my life, like I didn't walk into the mat. The mat walked into me. Before BJJ, I was just making jewelry, selling it on Etsy, trying to pay my rent. I moved out of my house, moved into my car. I was like, this is it. This is the future. There's a police officer. You know who trains BJJ? Cops do. You know who they catch? The bad guys that smoke crack and don't train BJJ. Otherwise, they probably wouldn't be smoking crack. Gosh, these people. This world is so dark. And what's missing is a gi. There's only 2 types of people in this world. It's those that train BJJ, and then there's those who don't train BJJ. And the ones that don't train BJJ are typically the ones being cross-choked in a bar fight. But then there's that time that 2 BJJ students like start a fight, and they both like sit down, and then they're like, wait, I was supposed to sit down because I didn't think you trained BJJ. And then the other guy's like, I do, like, that's why I didn't punch you. I was gonna like armbar you, and then they become friends, and like there's no fight. But like I was in a bar fight, and this person just punches me straight in the face, and I'm like, I don't know, I just sat down and like started scooting around. So I just sit down and I start scooting, and then they're just so confused. They're like, they walk away, and that's BJJ in action. That's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in action. That's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu real life bar fight. And you know what? I'm not out there to pick a fight. That's not why I train. I don't want to like armbar any old jerk out there, you know. I hope this inspires somebody to like pick up a gi and then change their life, you know, for the better. I mean, once you're a year in, it's like, there's no turning back. I can't go back to, like, just watching YouTube videos as my hobby. I can't go back to what it was, what it used to be, what was life before jiu-jitsu. I would just, you know, I went to work. Sometimes I, like, made a scarf. Other times I made some tea, I read a book. But I just knew there's just this BJJ-shaped hole in my heart. And now I filled it. I filled it up. Not with crack, not with weed, not with heroin, but with BJJ. With the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Not even karate. Like,